wanna get it, man. Get your tail, it's a different lane. When you playing for the winning team, RP to Mr. Wayne's. Bang, bang, we gon' win the game. Pour crank, hit you with your pain.
I be spitting real, you be spitting backwash, yeah. So I'ma have to ask you all to back off. Hitters in my DMs try to hit me with the caps lock, cause I'm always beastin' on the camera like the Sasquatch. Waiting till I blow, y'all gon' see me blast off, yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I have something in store for you today that I think is pretty next level. Let's get into it. Okay, so what makes this next level? Aside from that labeling, I don't know about you, but I love that. I don't know, the stripe, it just makes it look so old school, kind of that 50s pop diner feel. Man, I love the labeling. But wheel coating, why next level? Why this? First of all, this is going to withstand over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit on your wheels. It's going to have chemical resistance against road salts, right? Against things like brake dust, any of that dirt or grime. It is going to withstand the test of time. But what's really cool about this? What's really cool, you guys, cure time, right? Cure time. We're always thinking about, especially as mobile detailers, that cure time. Well, I know I am. 1 hour. 1 hour, that's all it takes. This can get wet within an hour. Now, obviously, the longer you let it cure, the better, but 1 hour, guys. Next level. This coating is made of silicone carbide and silazane. Silazane is a polymer that provides exceptional durability, chemical resistance, and thermal stability. It helps protect wheels from really harsh elements, and it enhances the longevity and the appearance of the wheel. Silicone carbide is a crystalline structure, one of the hardest synthetic materials known, and it has the most hardness of 9.5, just below a diamond. Okay, so what are we using today to make sure that our wheels are prepped for a wheel coating? We're kind of doing a detail co-throwdown right now. So we're going to be using BDE, their Bugs Dirt Exterior, for the tires. We are going to actually use their wheel wash for the wheels. We want to get a little bit of that acidity going so we can make sure to get everything off of those wheels. I'm going to actually use a little bit of soft wash just in the bucket, just for extra lubrication. And then we're going to go in with Detail Co's panel prep to again make sure that our wheels are nice and clean, spick and span, ready to take in a wheel coating. We want to make sure that this adheres to the surface perfectly, and this is going to do the trick. I also have an auto fiber thin saver, I believe it's called here. The reason I like using these, you guys, over the thicker ones, if I could keep it in my hand, is because they're pliable. And I really like that for wheels, where I can kind of really use it to get into all of those nooks and crannies. These work great. I haven't found anything better. So let's get into it. I have a theory here. We can test it out and you can tell me if I'm correct or not. But I really feel like no matter how clean your car is, no matter how shiny it might be, although mine does need to be washed, but it's not bad. When you have wheels though that are dirty, and I know you guys, these aren't the most hammered wheels, because if you know me, I clean wheels often. It's my favorite pastime. But when you got wheels that don't look good, guys, your car doesn't look good. When you have wheels that are trashed, I don't know, in my opinion, it makes your car look trashed. So for me, a clean wheel, a coated wheel, you can't go wrong. Because otherwise, you can't have a clean car with dirty wheels. It just doesn't work. Okay, so before we get to this wheel coating, we have to make sure that our wheels are clean enough to accept the coating. We want the coating to be able to bond to our surface effectively, and in order to do that, this has to be spick and span. So I'm going to take you through the process of getting this wheel ready using the products that I mentioned in the beginning. So I'm going to actually give this wheel just a quick little rinse. It's not super hot outside. There is a breeze, but I do want to make sure that our wheels are cool to their touch. They're not super hot, but giving them a rinse isn't gonna. Okay, so I'm going to come in with Detail Co's BDE. This is a beast on tires. It's a beast on bugs, any of the dirt or exterior dirt. Now, This is a V1. It does hit you in the back of the throat a little bit, but I believe there is a V2. See, which doesn't do that. So I need the V2, but this is the V1. You're going to see immediately, though, the browning that comes in. I mean, this really is a cleaning beast. Works so effectively, so efficiently. So I'm going to come in with my tire brush, and you can see the browning there. I always clean tires first because whatever gunk is on the tires is going to come off onto the wheels. I do not want to do wheels first and then go back to the tire. It makes no sense. But you can see again, just the dirt that this lifts. Can't have a clean looking wheel without a clean looking tire, in my opinion. Okay, now we're going to come in with Ragnarok, which is their wheel wash. You guys, if you have not tried this, I promise you, you are missing out. Now, this is literally almost like a touchless wheel cleaner. It is an acid, so glove up. Always glove up. It smells pretty nice, kind of has a lemony scent. You do not want to let this sit on the wheels, but you guys, this is really going to get rid of that sacrificial layer of dirt and grime without even having to touch it. So again, you're not going to let it sit for too long, but you do want it to do its thing for just a second. You can definitely already see it going to work. And yeah, you guys, this thing, BDE and Ragnarok together, a duo, cleaning beasts. Okay guys, like I can tell you right now that I could probably coat this wheel, no problem. It literally is that clean. Again, this is literally touchless. However, because we are going to coat our wheels, I do want to make sure that I do come in with a little bit of agitation just to make sure that there is no dirt left. So I have a little bit of soft wash again in my bucket just for that lubrication as I come in and just do a quick agitation just to make sure that there is nothing left behind, so that when I coat my wheel, I have the clean surface ready to go, ready to adhere, or ready to bond, I'm sorry, ready for that ceramic coating to adhere to our surface and bond effectively. Let's rinse. Okay, so here is our clean wheel, and you guys, I'm pretty confident that it is pretty clean there. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to come in with some forced air, because if you try to ceramic coat a wheel that still has some moisture on it, then you are going to cause that ceramic coating to not bond properly. And if there is not a proper bonding going on, then you are definitely not going to have a coating that is going to be effective or efficient, and definitely will lessen its durability. So making sure that the water is off of your surface is key. Okay, so I'm going to come in and just give my wheels one last rub down here. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure, again, that we have no water left on our surface anywhere. By the way, shout out to Becca Green for these rim mats. This is the first use that I've gotten out of them, just kind of experiencing what those rim mats do. They're definitely good for keeping your surface that you are cleaning on protected. That runoff goes right onto the mat. You can even store these mats wet. You literally just do a rinse and then put them up. So thank you, Becca Green. Wonderful birthday gift. So one thing I like to do is in my NY Foam Kings Precision Kit, there are these little doodads here. I'll link these below. You guys, these are really great for interiors or for the exterior, as I'm about to show you, where you can get into those hard to reach places. So before I finish coating a wheel, before I start to coat a wheel, and anytime I'm cleaning a wheel, honestly, I'm gonna make sure that I come in, because this will get rid, you're gonna see that there's some water that's going to drip from here. Even forced air, I have found, can't always get those pieces taken care of, so I like to just take my precision tool here. It cleans it. Sometimes you have that bit of a chalky residue left. I'm not really sure how to get around that. I have found that that's kind of inevitable. If anybody knows a way to get around that, let me know. But this is one way that I have learned to come in and finish. And again, it does get that extra bit of clean going. So now I will come back with my towel, and I will just make sure to clean up those little drips before I get going with my panel prep. So I'm going to come in with Detail Co's panel prep. This is Oblivion. You guys, the smell of this is insane. Like I want to drink the bottle. I mean, I'm not going to drink it, but I'd like to. Smells so good. And this is just going to come in, and this is going to take away any last residue, anything that was left over or left behind from any of the chemicals or the soaps that we used. So I'm just coming in and making sure that every surface is 110% clean. And again, ready to accept this coating. I have my wheel here. I pulled it up into the shade. Again, you don't want to do any wheel coating, or any coating for that matter, in the direct sun if you can help it. So I have my wheel coating. Always shake it up. You want all of those solids in there to be nice and mixed up. You don't want anything kind of layering itself on the top or on the bottom. You want everything nice and combined. I'm going to take my applicator here. Doesn't really matter what side. So I'm going to prime my pad, which means that I'm going to put a little more coating, and actually I'm going to use this side just so I could see it a little better. But I'm going to prime this side of the pad with a little more coating just to get it nice and ready to go. So you can see it's not super thick, about 10, I don't know, to 20 little drops. That seems good to go. And again, I like these because they are nice and pliable. So I've talked to Jamie from the House of Rags, and he says, guys, I think I need a little more coating here. We'll put a little more, it just feels a little dry. But he says that you can do the entire wheel, and then when I come back, after I've gone over the whole wheel, it should be ready to go. I should be able to wipe off. So again, I like these because I can really get into all of, and I kind of go over, make sure that I might have applied a little too much actually. So I'm going to make sure that it's nice and even. I'm going to come back and do one little wipe around. It does sweat, and I am seeing that sweat. Kind of get in there. I am seeing that sweat, so I'm going to come in. I'm seeing the sweat, and I'm going to wipe off. Again, you're looking for a sweating. There is really no smell to it, which is nice. I know some coatings have a really strong scent. come back through and just do a final wipe down. Easiest thing ever to apply. So simple. I can't wait to get me some new wheels. These are stock with my car, but they'll do for now. And there we have it. So what we're going to do is we are going to come back in 1 hour and we are going to check out the hydrophobics. Okay guys, so it's been a little over an hour. Let's see what our hydrophobics look like. All right guys, moment of truth. Here we go. Woohoo! Look at that. I like it. There you go. 1 hour. Hydrophobic. I think so. All right, guys, so there you have it. Detail Co's wheel coating. This was literally the easiest coating I've ever applied on a wheel. You saw the ease of use. Look for that sweating. Do a whole wheel before you have to come back and wipe off. Literally nothing easier. Your mom could do this. Your kids could do this. Your dog could put on this coating. So simple, which makes the experience that much easier. The smell was not strong. It literally was so pleasant to use. And you guys, after an hour coating, after an hour is able to get wet. You can't beat that. That's what makes this next level. If you're interested, I will have the link down below so that you can go on the House of Rags and get some for yourself. Until the next time, guys, I'll see ya. Bye.